Radio Romania International. You are listening to our broadcast in English for listeners in Western Europe. We can also be heard on the internet at www.ri.ro, Channel 1. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter and other social media platforms. Our programs are also available on TuneIn, Radio Channel 1, and via satellite Eutelsat 16A on 11,512 MHz, vertical polarization, azimuth 16 degrees east. We wish you good reception conditions.
With the news first, the headlines. The ruling coalition Wednesday announced their joint candidates for Bucharest Mayor General, the Surgeon Cătălin Cârstoiu. Romania's Mihail Cogălnicianu Air Base will host the largest NATO operational base in Europe in a governmental investment of 2.5 billion euros. And cultural institutions in Bucharest organized special events on the International Francophonie Day. The ruling coalition's joint candidate for the Bucharest Mayor General post, surgeon and manager of the city's university hospital, Cătălin Cârstoiu, was officially introduced today in a press conference by the leaders of the Social Democratic Party and the National Liberal Party. Cătălin Cârstoiu election as the non-leader. In the next few days, the Social Democrats and the Liberals also announced their joint candidates for the 6 districts of the capital city. This year, Romania organizes local and European Parliament elections in June, presidential elections in September, and general elections in December. The Constitutional Court Wednesday dismissed a notification submitted by the opposition and gave the green light for a bill bringing forward the presidential election to September. In their notification, the Save Romania Union and the Force of the Right argued that the bill came against democratic principles and that changing it before the vote date was unconstitutional. Mihail Cogălnicianu in the southeast of Romania will host the largest NATO operational base in Europe. Upgrade works on the air base in Romania started in 2010 in the context of the war in Afghanistan, but the military complex has now reached a new expansion stage. Substantial funding is earmarked for the building of a military compound, which would include a hospital and a school. The Romanian government's investment is put at 2.5 billion euros. The Mihail Cogălnicianu Air Base may eventually take over the logistics and human resources of the U.S. base in Ramstein, Germany. Cultural institutions in Bucharest organized special events on International Francophonie Day, celebrated every year on March the 20th. The National Museum of Romanian Literature organized a presentation of Romanian writers with strong connections with the French culture by translating and writing their works in French. On Thursday, students with l'École Française Internationale de Bucharest take part in a guided tour presented by Stefan Arto, a curator currently on an internship at the National Museum of Romanian Literature. The Dinoli Party Arts Center organizes the 8th I Love Lipaki Festival until March the 23rd, with a special guest from France, the pianist Dimitri Malignan, giving a special recital on this occasion. Bucharest Notara Theatre holds a special edition of the Dialogues Without Masks program with Vasile Shirli as a guest. Vasile Shirli is a Romanian composer application lodged by the country's Supreme Court with respect to the Fugitives Act, and with offenders who fail to appear for incarceration within 7 days of receiving final prison sentences will be considered fugitives and will be sentenced to an additional 6 months to 3 years in prison. According to the High Court of Cassation and Justice, this law infringes upon citizens' right to a fair trial and to individuals' Sorin Oprescu, the former head of Romania's Directorate investigating organized crime and terrorism, was brought to Romania on Tuesday and sent to a maximum security prison in Arad, western Romania. He was subsequently transferred to Bucharest. Romania will take part in this year's Venice Art Biennale in Italy. The project representing Romania in the 60th edition of this famed international exhibition was made public on Wednesday in Bucharest. The artist Șerban Savu's exhibition What Work Is looks at the iconography of work, drawing on the historical realism and the propaganda art in the Eastern Bloc countries. And that was the news.